You know, when I woke up this morning, I was very intrigued because two things happened. I woke up, I got hit by a copyright strike from All Elite Wrestling. That was some bullshit. So I decided to start scrolling on Twitter, and it was very interesting because Meltzer was talking about WWE and MLW working together, and I honestly just couldn't believe it. So I did a little bit more research, and guys, they are in talks for a working partnership, and this is massive. If you guys don't know what MLW is Major League Wrestling. They recently just signed a television deal with Vice TV. It's a little bit more grungier, a little bit more on the professional wrestling side. In fact, I would go as far as saying that MLW is everything AEW said they were going to be. That's right. If you guys don't remember, AEW said they were going to be a sport, a wrestling product. And guys, I don't know what it is about AEW, but sometimes I think AEW is a little too much like WWE. I think they're doing, a wedding angle, stupid arcade gimmick match. Don't get me wrong, AEW's got some good stuff, but I don't feel like they are the company they said they were going to be. And I've always maintained the same notion that MLW is absolutely everything AEW said they were going to be. MLW represents a sport of pro wrestling. And yes, they do have a little bit of creativity going on in the company, but the big focus is the wrestling. And that's why this is incredibly important for both companies. AEW has a working relationship with New Japan. They have a working relationship with NWA and Impact. And I never really cared about their working relationships, mainly because AEW continues to have a working relationship with companies, but the only time there's a talent exchange that's done, it's when there's like a world championship match, when there's a title match. I want to know why Sammy Guevara has not competed on Impact Wrestling's X Division. I want to know why Ace Austin isn't showing up for the TNT Championship on Dynamite. I want to know why Nick Aldis isn't on Dynamite. I want to know why Nick Aldis isn't on Impact. I want to know why these companies don't have something that's like organized, right? I want to know why we get excited about a working relationship, but the only thing that's really coming from it is the highlight of the Good Brothers, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks. I want to know why the lesser known talent in Impact or AEW aren't showing up on other shows. It doesn't make sense to me that they have a working deal, but for some reason, we only see very little glimpses of it. And that is absolutely why I love the idea of MLW and WWE working together. Because what is in talks, what is in play, tells me that this is being done to get underutilized talent the opportunity to wrestle, the opportunity to show up on TV, and the opportunity to develop their craft. It also tells me that WWE will start working with another company that is a good company, that has a good roster, and it tells me that WWE is less interested in buying the competition, but working with the competition despite the huge difference in popularity. There is a lot more benefit to WWE and MLW working together than there is AEW working with Impact. Impact Wrestling has not really seen a massive benefit to working with AEW. It hasn't. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if there's more pay-per-view buys. The ratings aren't elevated. And I'm not trying to rant. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be an asshole. But like, realistically, who is benefiting from that working relationship? I'll tell you, it's the fans. MLW will greatly benefit from working with WWE. But you know how WWE is going to benefit from working with MLW? WWE's biggest issue right now is the opportunity to develop new stars. So what I think is going to happen, and what I believe is going to happen based on the rumors, is that WWE's developmental talent that aren't seen on TV are going to get an opportunity to wrestle in MLW, while MLW talent will get the opportunity to wrestle in WWE. And this is going to allow fans from the hardcore audience that watch MLW elevate and become huge fans of talent in WWE that would have never been used otherwise. There is going to be somebody from the NXT roster who will show up in MLW and completely become a star. And I also believe that there is going to be a huge benefit to whatever talent is in MLW that shows up in WWE. To me, that is exciting. If you guys didn't know, here on Destination Pro Wrestling, we have Discord. It's a free server where you guys can chat with other pro wrestling fans. And it's a very, very awesome community that we're building. So I highly encourage you guys to join the Discord server because we have been talking about wrestling nonstop. And it's really awesome. It's really fun. And sheesh, I cannot wait to see what you guys think about this. MLW, WWE, it's a working deal that makes sense. WWE needs talent that is going to get over, that is going to develop. MLW needs the attention. They need the awareness. I do not foresee a situation where an MLW star and WWE star like Seth Rollins, right? Like I don't see the biggest name in MLW and the biggest name in WWE clashing heads for the world championship. Yet Impact and AEW, that's pretty much as far as they've gone with their working relationship. I think this deal is going to help develop talent. I think it's going to do a lot of cool things. But most importantly for me as a fan, I'm excited. I want to leave you guys with one more thought before we conclude today's video. And I really, really am genuinely interested in hearing what you guys think about this, okay? Because this is huge. This is massive. MLW has some really good talent. Really good talent. Everybody knows this. Anybody who watches MLW knows that they have some big hitters in the big leagues. But what about WWE offering the opportunity for somebody in MLW to be in a Money in the Bank match? What if WWE offered the opportunity to an MLW wrestler to be in the Royal Rumble? What if WWE offered an opportunity for MLW to have their own team at Survivor Series? Team MLW, Team NXT. Like, these are the type of things that make wrestling intriguing. These are the kind of things I can foresee happening. And Court Bauer and MLW have done a really good job of getting MLW in the limelight. People are talking about MLW. Their communications and PR team is incredible. I've worked directly with them at one point. I've done interviews with an MLW wrestler. Like, I've done things with their team. Why not have that opportunity to give more wrestlers an opportunity to be seen? It's only going to be better for both platforms. And that's what it looks like is about to happen. Whereas AEW will have Kenny Omega win the Impact Championship. And I just don't see the benefit of that. And maybe I'm a lunatic for thinking that way. Maybe I'm not smart, but I don't feel like AEW and WWE are doing anything different right now. So I feel like this would actually make WWE a little bit better of a product. Anyways, I want to know what you guys think. My name is Ango. This is Destination Pro Wrestling. And as always, I'm bringing you guys the most consistent content, constantly talking about my opinions and rumors. You guys don't have to agree. You could disagree. It doesn't really matter. It's pretty simple. This is what we do. We talk about pro wrestling, and the comment section is all for you. All right, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and I'll see you next time.